What's up, everybody? SimplyCaz here. I hope everybody's having a great day and continue to have a great week. For you guys who may be having a tough time, know that life is all a journey and we simply share moments together, so let's enjoy them. This video is going to be a reminder to those comp players who are already good at 2K, just the things that you could implement, maybe an eye-opener to them as well. But more so, this video is going to be for those persons who have 50 win percentages, 40 win percentages, 45, 60, whatever, but they just can't get over that hump. It seems like every year they play 2K, you can't get over that hump. You can't, because you only have randoms to play with. All the persons who you play with, either regular or low IQ players, and you know within yourself that you are a high IQ player. You can play the video game. Whenever you play with comp players, you play well, but you just can't get these people to play with. All right, this video is going to be a compilation of a bunch of tips that I've seen comp players do, things that I've implemented in my own way of playing 2K. And this is going to be a non-gameplay related thing. You have to know how to play the game. All I'm going to do is give you the 1 or 2 tips that I've seen comp players do to take you over that edge, so you can have an 80-90 win percentage in the new upcoming 2K. I myself had I think it was like 87 or 88 win percentage. Some of these things I learned in the last part of 2K19, and had I done it earlier, I would have lessen those losses and those lagouts and all that. So the first is, why are you playing randoms on your main account? Think about it. Why are you testing jump shots on your main account? Every comp player that I know, they do not play randoms. And yes, you do have family members, you have friends who, you know, may not be that good at the video game. Well, I recommend this to you. Create 2 additional accounts. All you need is an email address and a US mailing address. These are my additional accounts. So this is my main account. These are my burner accounts. I don't really care about my record on these accounts, but this is my main account that I am potentially going to hit 99 on, right? I hit 99 on 18. I almost hit 99 a few times on 19. I made it as far as 97 and 95. I had a number of builds. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to make, and I wish I had made these burner accounts, because I could have done a bunch of crap on these accounts and not mess up my record. I could have had a 90 win percentage rather than an 80 something win percentage. All right, make 2 additional accounts. Play all you want. Go into the rec, go into the park, test out jump shots. And the thing is, once you have a high IQ, you're gonna meet other players and they're gonna see that you make the right pass, you make the right play, you're good at taking shots. And if you lose the game, it's not really your fault. It may be someone else on your team's fault. So by you playing at your high level with randoms, you are gonna buck into other players who are just like you, and you're gonna meet people. And one of the things I do on these accounts is that I tell people, hey, this is not my main account. All I'm doing is chilling right now. I don't really have my main crew to play with, and I just want to play around on these accounts. But if you have a full squad, I could jump on my main account. But if it's just us two and we just chilling, well, I don't really care about my record on these accounts. I could have a 50-60 win percentage. We could let it ride on these accounts. Also, bear in mind that PlayStation Plus isn't on this account. I don't even have any payment method, anything set up on this account. This is just a simple burner account that I created. And if you wanted to go to 99, right? Check this out. I know I kind of all over the place, but hear me out as much as you could. If you wanted to go to 99, ask yourself this: do I want to keep my 99 or do I want to sell my 99? Because if you want to sell your 99, I recommend you make a burner account and become 99 on a burner account. Versus if you become 99 on your main account and you want to sell that, you lose all your video games. And I have a ton of video games that I've accumulated over the years that's attached to my main PSN account. Hundreds of video games, thousands of dollars spent. I'm not selling that for nobody. So if I hit 99 on that, that's not being sold. That's mine forever. But if I hit 99 on one of these accounts, then I don't really care. You could have it. I could sell it. You could change the PSN. It's fine. I'm going to tell you to go to communities. And when you're in your communities tab, you can actually link up with multiple 2K players by simply going into groups, right? So you can type in NBA 2K. And when you go into these groups, you can look at people's records, see what they, let them present themselves before you play with them, and you could potentially meet other comp players by simply doing that. Another thing I'm going to show you is this. There's something that I started when I hit 99 in 18. So if you go into friends and you have your all friends and all that, but there's this thing called custom lists. A lot of people don't even know about it. And custom lists, what I have is my NBA 2K crew, my Call of Duty crew, my GTA crew. The list is really skimpy right now. It used to have like maybe 60-70 people, and I have 585 friends, 468 friend requests, whatever. These friend requests came from 2K18 when I was 99. People just following you because you have a high overall. But this custom list, what it's going to allow you to do, guys, is this. It's going to allow you to weed out the jokers. Have a strict criteria for persons who can make your NBA 2K list. If you see someone that's good, if you see someone that's extraordinary, and you like the way they play, add them to the list. And what's this going to do, guys, is that when you're looking for a solid 5 to play with, you can simply go into your friends list, see how much people is online and your solid people. If you see only like 2 people online, because the list only has 9 people right now. It used to be like 60, but I always had at least 15 to 20 people online any given time. But if you see your list is low, or if you see you can't get a solid crew, jump on your burners account, jump in with randoms, etc. But if you see that you have a good set of people, you could get a starting 5, jump in with them and increase your record. You're going to increase your record if you have a solid 5 of persons who have high IQ. That's just simple. And what we're simply doing is knowing when to play. Another thing I'm going to tell you is this. Listen to your intuition. Having a high IQ for NBA 2K or just basketball in general is one thing, but also know when to call it quits. Just because you won a game with some randoms doesn't mean you're gonna win a next game with some randoms. If you win a game with some people or friends on your list that and the game was really close, or the game was a struggle, and you saw that certain habits your team was doing was, it wasn't good, it wasn't living up to your level of play, I recommend to listen to your intuition, move on. Tell them if they want to play, jump on the burner account and tell them, listen, I'm not going to mess up my record. If y'all want to continue to play, I jump on my burner account where losses don't matter. But as it relates to my main account, I'm not trusting it. All right. Another thing I'm going to tell you is this. Right before 2K comes out, a lot of people already have in their minds that I'm going to create this, I'm going to create that based on the present 2K or the past 2K. Well, understand this. Every 2K has something new that changes the way the game operates. Meaning, in 2K18, lockdowns wasn't all of that. And who knows, defense was going to be such a big thing in 19. 19 came around, lockdowns all of a sudden was super crazy. Do not go into 2K20 thinking you're going to make a lockdown, because the 19 was solid when it comes to defense. Do not think that. They may dumb it down. They may mess some things up. They may add some things. What I recommend to you And this is what comp players do. Within the first 2 weeks to the first month, that is your time to learn the meta. That is your time to learn what works and what doesn't. The way you picture real life basketball, put that on the side. Yes, the concept of basketball with zones and plays and defensive sets, offensive sets, timeouts, coaching, yes, it's in the game, it's important, etc. But every year there are overpowered builds and there are overpowered attributes. Every attribute is not created equal. Every build isn't created equal. What I recommend to you guys is watch a lot of YouTube videos, listen to what is good, what people don't like, try out some builds on your burner accounts. Don't spend any money. Don't spend any money, none, in the first 2 weeks. Rock out with a 60 overall. Don't play online at all. Simply learn the meta. I remember when I was playing with J.O. the Don, he created I think it was a playmaking shot creator at first. I can't remember the height, maybe around 6'4" or something like that. It was a shot creating playmaking shot creator, playmaking second and shot creator first. He was good with it. He was going to take it to 99. I think he made it to maybe 93, 94, somewhere around there. He made it a good set, a good ways up. About a month or two into the game, he realized that that's not what he wanted to play. He created something. It took him, he took it so far, but he didn't enjoy it, because the meta of the game, although you think a build is better than the next because it has Hall of Fame badges and all these different things, the meta of the game is still more important than a badge. And what he did was he chose a sharpshooting playmaker first, sharpshooter second. And who would have known that that would have been one of the most OP builds in the game? No Hall of Fame badges, playmaking shot creator had way better badges, etc. But he made a clutch decision, and that's the build that he took to 99. So kudos to him. But that's a good example of knowing the meta. Another tip I'm going to give you guys is don't be afraid of my career. My career is going to teach you the new animations. It's going to get you used to playing with all the new configurations, the new defense, things you could do, things you can do, etc., etc. Teach you your jump shot. My career is important. It teaches you about your player that you created, especially if it's a player that you've never created before. It teaches you how to play with this player before you take it online. So my career is good, and it gives you time to get your badges up, get your player up to a certain level before you take him to compete with others. So I do recommend, even if you don't spend a lot of time in my career, every day maybe catch 1 or 2 games in my career just to sharpen up your finger skills. Do not do any type of glitches on your main account. The account that you care about the most, don't do any glitches. On your main account, be completely legit. On your burner accounts, if you see any VC glitches, if you see any this glitch and that glitch and that, 2K bans your username or your PSN name and not the console. They only ban your PSN name. So you could do all your glitches on those accounts, create all your secondary players and stuff on those burner accounts, and create them for free with all the VC glitches. They're gonna come out eventually, and do all that stuff. That's fine, but do not do it on your main account. I'd highly recommend that. Do not do it. You could benefit from it, but do not do it on your main account. Be completely legit. And if you do it that way, it's gonna save you a ton of money with those VC glitches. So and my last tip I'm gonna give right before I wrap up the video is, when you play with comp players, I found that comp players they do not like persons who have these big egos. Comp players care about the win and less about the stats. You think that they care about the stats because they could put up stats, but they care more about the win. And when they find someone who has this ego is actually a negative thing, and they won't tell you it right then, but you would find that those players who you consider to be comp would not want to play with you if you have an ego. So I recommend, if you do find a comp crew, to stay humble, learn, and don't believe that you have arrived. Learn that every game brings something new that you can learn to improve your game. And with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm out. Continue to enjoy your week, and remember, there's beauty in the chaos.